it is a bank holiday. Oh, before I start, my car is really it died completely on me yesterday. Yeah, so whether or not it's gonna make it to my mum's is a bit of a gamble, if I'm totally honest. Yeah, I'm actually genuinely really concerned about it. It seems to be okay. My mum's partner is going to have a look at my car to see whether there's anything that he can do. Hopefully there is, but I suspect that there isn't. Anyway, enough about that. How are you? Oh, my glasses are already fogging up. Oh goodness. Okay, so it's a bank holiday. And I've been for a bike ride this morning. I know the #1 rule of vlogging is that if you don't vlog it, it doesn't exist. And I did contemplate taking you with me. Oh.
It's not your shoes, is it?
No, not my shoes. There's some shoes in the road and someone just asked me whether they were mine. And I did contemplate taking you on my bike ride. But obviously, I decided against it. And now it is 12 o'clock in the afternoon and I figured I would go over, see my mum, see her partner and maybe eat. Might go for a walk if the weather holds up, although it's not looking very promising. Oh my goodness, my car is behaving. It's getting to 25. See, the problem with my car is that for the last maybe like 2 weeks, it's been getting to like 20 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden, it has like no momentum, and I suspect it's one of the plugs. Look at me sounding really like technical. I honestly have no idea. The only reason I suspect it's one of the plugs is because I vlogged it last year. It was about this time last year I had a problem with the car. Do you remember when I was going uphill and I was like, oh my goodness, I am literally not gonna make it? That was because of one of the plugs, and it kind of feels the same. The problem that I have with my car is it's just really old, and whilst it's been incredibly good to me, it's been very loyal, I think it's just knackered. I think it's just tired, and I can't blame it. So everybody's looking at me because I'm at the traffic lights, and here we go. So how are you? What have you been up to? I haven't been up to that much, although one of my best friends, Emily, she got me an air fryer, and oh, can you hear that? Yeah, it doesn't want to get past. Getting to 30 miles an hour is a real struggle. Anyway, but yeah, what I was saying is that my best friend Emily, she got me an air fryer, and it totally changed the game. So I was looking into like what you can do with an air fryer when she got it for me, and essentially, excuse me, essentially it is a small oven, and it's so good. Like, I have been eating chips every day for like the last 2 weeks. Like, I'm not even lying. And it's so easy. Like, literally just cut them up, pop them in this air fryer, and close the door. Done. 15 minutes, you're eating chips. And essentially what it is, it's just a really small oven, but it speeds up the time. Like, it probably divides the time by half, and it's just the best fucking thing. It's so heavy, and I'm really worried about when I do eventually move. I have no idea how I'm going to move it from one place to the other, but for the time being, I don't suppose I have to worry about that too much. And what else has happened? That kind of is the highlight. It's so pathetic, but yeah, the highlight is that I got an air fryer and I can eat chips all day long. Oh, another thing that I got was a blender. So I've been meaning to get a blender for maybe 2 years, and for whatever reason, multiple reasons, I just didn't get around to it. So I decided, you know what, I should buy a blender now, and so I can do like smoothies and sauces and all of that shebang. And then I got the blender. I was like, oh my god, I can make ice cream. So for the last week and a half, or however long I've had it, I've had an ice cream every single day, and it's just great. It's so good, although the blender itself is a bit, I spent only £30 on it, which is probably where I went wrong. And it's fine, it does the job, but I just kind of want to like throw everything in there, blend it, and then be done with it, which is the whole nature of a blender. But what I have to do with this blender is throw it in and pulse it until it becomes like mushy, and then have to keep on turning it off and have to like stir it and stuff because it all gets clogged up. So what should only take 10 seconds to make takes, I don't know, 5 minutes, but even still, like, it's still pretty good. But there is a bit of like manual work to it, but never mind. It just means that when I do eventually get an ice cream, it's a bit more appreciated because it's a bit of labour involved. And what else has been happening? That literally is it. I've got a blender and I've got an air fryer, which means that when my cooking show is up and running, it's going to make it a bit exciting. I was thinking about doing a mukbang actually, where I just eat chips, but then I figured that's probably not very engaging. So I don't know. I have no idea. So yeah, that's really it. Last week I was meaning to do a recording, but I just, my back's really hurting me. I think it's because I'm cycling. But yeah, I was meaning to do a recording last week. I just couldn't. I actually took a day off work because I had ulcers running down the side of each cheek, like inside, to the point where I couldn't talk. I actually did a recording, I think it was Friday of last week, when it was getting a little bit better, but it was still really painful, and there were some words which, I don't know, it was really difficult to understand. Yeah, I just couldn't talk for like a week, and a lot of people be like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. But no, it was a real pain in the arse, and it just makes you feel really down as well. I'm just passing that. Essentially just went through a red light. But yeah, it made me feel really down just because I wasn't able to communicate with anybody, and there were a lot of like hand movements and head nods, and I just figured that I would do a recording today now that my ulcers have gone and I'm feeling much better. So that's the reason why you didn't hear from me for a week. I'm thinking maybe to do some more vlogs where I'm not in the car, and also I suppose if I do have to sell my car, although I'll probably just get rid of it, obviously I'm not going to have my car to do some vlogs, so I'm gonna have to think of another way. My friend kindly suggested that I should do some vlogging on a bus, but she's a dickhead. I don't really want to get the bus. I'm considering moving actually, so I'm a bit closer to work, and then I can cycle to work every day. Because the idea of getting a bus now, I just hate it. That's so snobby, isn't it? It's not even that, like, I'm more than comfortable to get on a bus with people. What I don't like about buses is that it's just so unhygienic, and then the moment I sit down or like hold the handle, I instantly feel I need to take a shower, and like go into work and then just feeling like gross about yourself, and having to sit down on your work chair. I know it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and it's almost like borderline OCD, but it just makes me just really uncomfortable. So that's that. So I'm thinking maybe riding a bike or walking to work. But where I live really far from work. Well, not that far. I live 10 miles from work, but both areas are quite built up. So to get from one area to the other, particularly if there's traffic, it can take up to an hour, hour and a half, which is just totally unreasonable. So I'm thinking if I were to move a bit closer, even if I move like 5 miles closer, and I just need to commute to work, you know, 10 miles there and back, as opposed to 20, I could totally do that. And I think the motivation for me would be to get my rock hard abs. Honestly, I've wanted abs for about far too long. Maybe like 6, I want to say 5, but it's probably 6, like 6, 7 years I've probably wanted abs, and I've never achieved it because I'm such a fat shit. So I'm thinking if I were to cycle every day, I would definitely get abs, wouldn't I? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh my goodness, what have I even spoken to you about? Spoken to you about air fryers, blenders and abs. Can you tell that I have absolutely no plans whatsoever? Like, when I record, I don't think, oh, I'm going to talk about this. I literally record and see what happens. It shows. So I'm nearly at my mum's now, which is good news for you because it means this recording is going to end pretty soonish. But I just really want to say thank you ever so much for watching this. It's such a stupid recording, not that any of my recordings are decent, but this one in particular is a bit, I think it's because I haven't recorded in what feels like, or at least uploaded, like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then of course I turn on the camera and then all of a sudden just blurt out a load of rubbish. So I am sorry. Oh, it's like the most beautiful dog. So my car got me here, which is good. It's really good. I would like to keep my car if I can. I think that whether or not I can, not can, but whether or not it's just feasible remains to be seen. Right, I am gonna speak to you later. See you, bye.